Hello. Today we're looking at the overseas domestic workers route, which is for people who have domestic workers in their household and want to travel with them to the UK as visitors for up to 6 months. The overseas domestic worker route is specifically for those workers who work in a private household, either live there or come there to work, and do so for a while. The limit is that they should have worked for you for at least 12 months, and that they receive an income, and the income can be exhibited by way of pay slips, bank statements, or a contract, a health insurance, or some other form of official document which says that they have been contracted to work for you. The domestic workers will be a chauffeur, a cleaner, a childminder, somebody who provides personal service in your household, so a maid. All these people will be classified as domestic workers. The basic requirement is that they should be 19 years of age and above. They must also be working outside the UK in your private household. They must be receiving an income from you. They must also be part of the household or come and go. You must also have a statement of contract for both the country they live in and also a specific statement of contract which is annexed to the immigration rules, which is called the ODW. These are the basic requirements. However, there are other inbuilt requirements which you must follow. So in Ghana, for example, the law requires that you pay them a minimum wage. As of today, July 2023, the minimum wage is £14.88. And when you come into the UK, the law also requires that you pay them a minimum wage. So when you draft the contract for those in Ghana, be mindful of the new domestic workers' labour law, which was promulgated as a regulation recently. It requires that they have a contract, that they have a rest period of at least 8 hours a day, that they have a rest period of at least a whole day in a week, and that you pay them the minimum wage. When you're making the application, you will need a contract in Ghana. You also need a contract for the UK. The minimum wage for the UK currently is £10.38. You also have to show that you have the capability to pay for their travel, to pay for their income, to also provide them with their accommodation. This law is for those people who spend most of their time in Ghana. So you may be living in the UK, but you also spend considerable time outside the UK. And it covers everyone. You must be a British citizen, or somebody with settlement in the UK, or even somebody who's only coming to visit the UK. The overseas domestic worker route allows the worker to come and work for you in your household in the UK for up to 6 months. They can switch employers whilst they are in the UK. You must also be mindful that once they come and work for you, you are responsible for everything that covers their accommodation, their residence, their subsistence, and also their travel. Our advice is basically to show your bank statements, the contract of employment, both in the foreign country they live and also for UK. A letter will suffice to explain how long they've worked for you. It is advisable to show that when they come, there is somewhere for them to live. If you can show this, then the domestic worker can come for up to 6 months. And whilst here, they can also change employers. We hope this is helpful